Hi, my name is Dhruv, and today I am going to discuss about the unit testing module that's present in Python. Okay, so before we discuss about unit testing, I just want to discuss why unit testing is important. See, in Python there is an inbuilt module called unit test. Okay, and this testing is basically uh, to find to test the result of any function, that your function is working properly or not. Okay, so tests actually make your functions reliable, and also it doesn't break during a real time process. Okay, so I have written this everything on my blog, so you can just go through my blog. I'm just quickly going through this ppt PDF file. Okay, and okay, so this is all about the unit testing thing, just to make sure that your function is working properly. We will be doing testing on your functions. Okay, suppose so I have a function called this. Okay, so one function is cell to far, so I am converting a Celsius into Fahrenheit. So formula is 9 by 5.0 because I want the float numbers, the answer to be in float numbers, multiplied by C, this is Celsius, plus 32, and I'll return the F. So this is the formula, and this is the functions that I have written in cell underscore for. And I have another function that's volume of a sphere. Okay, so these are the two functions that's in a file, that's written in a file. Now I just want to make sure that this function is working properly. Okay, so how we are going to make sure? So we are going to create some test cases, as in we'll make an hypothetical assumption कि if there is some suppose for example 45 degrees Celsius should return 113 degree Fahrenheit. So that's the real answer for 45 degree. Okay, so I am going to create a test case for this cell to F. Okay, now I have this function, I have this file, I have stored this function like this, test 5 or test okay, this file name is test 5. Okay, test 5, this file. Okay, then I have another file. So you might feel during testing process, so you need to create a different file for testing. So it might initially you feel like it's very complicated, or it's you're creating extra work, but this thing will make sure that your function works properly all the time. Okay, so I have imported this module called unit test, that's the default module in Python. Then I have imported test 5, so I have called this function called the file. I have called the file and imported this cell, both this function cell underscore far and vol underscore sphere. Okay, now then I created class called vol sphere test cases. Okay, then I have imported the, then I have inherit the class unit test, and I have called this function test class test cases. Okay, then I have created two definitions, that's testing cell underscore far. So this syntax is very important, test underscore, so there must be this string called test underscore. Okay, then you can name anything, cell underscore far. Okay, then now I am trying to say here is, what I'm trying to say is, like, if 45 degree passes to this function, the answer should be 130. and if that answer is right, then I'll get an okay when I run this code. Okay, and same like in test volume, I have this radius like 34 and the volume should be this. Okay, now if I run this, so if I run this code, just run module F5, then it should say okay. Okay, test runs 2. Okay, now let me change some code in around here. Okay, so 5 point, I have removed 5.0 and converted into 5. So now the decimal number will be gone and I will get an integer value. I won't get that 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, for 45 degrees. Okay, now if I run this test series again, okay, then it will show fail, test cell underscore 4, this case is fail. So the result showing is 77, not 113. Okay, so that's how I know that there is a problem in my code. So 45 degrees should give 113. That's why I can go back to this code and I can change this formula again, like 5.0, and it will be alright. And I again run this code and say it's okay. Okay, so this is how you create test cases and just implement on the functions. There are lots of stuff that you can do with making different test cases and just implement on that functions and try to find and try to make sure that your function works properly. It don't get any error from your function that you have created. Okay folks, then we'll just, if you want to go through this code, I have just put the link below my video and you can just check out that blog and test your own thing. Okay, bye.